Welcome to Disney A, the Canadian-themed Disney travel podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Krysta. You're getting more and more emphatic with the pointing every time.
Oh, well, you told me to.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How are you, Brandon?
You know what? I'm pretty well.
Yeah, you're doing pretty well?
I'm doing just splendidly, actually.
Wondrous. We just realized this is our last episode that we're going to be doing before Christmas.
Yeah, because, next Monday is Christmas. When you're listening to this episode live on Monday, it will be 1 week till Christmas.
Yeah. And we're gonna
Where did 2023 go?
Oh, no.
That's what I want to know.
No kidding. Well, you know what? We're going to talk about that when we come back the week after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we'll have 2023 gone.
Where 2023 will have gone.
Yeah, that's
I got what I'm picking up what you're putting down.
We'll workshop on the title there.
Okay.
Okay.
But we are gonna skip next week for Christmas.
Yeah, we're gonna take a Christmas break as everyone should.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Or whatever holiday. There's many holidays this time of year.
Yeah.
Celebrate them.
Agreed. Celebrate the holidays in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we are going to happen to be celebrating on Christmas, so we will be taking a break then. We will put something out either for New Year's or around New Year's or something in between there, something like that.
A year in review.
And that's where the year will have gone. I am so far behind on my yearly Christmas movie watching, it's not even funny. We have some work to do.
Well, yeah, you haven't watched the good Christmas movie because we've made me watch all the bad ones.
We maybe Hey, that was a good segue. Yeah. What do we talk about this week?
Bad Christmas movie.
Yeah, well, was it actually?
Well, we'll see.
Okay. It's time for a blind date with Disney Holiday Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too old for this.
Stuff.
Spirits.
Brandon, what are you drinking before we get to all that fun stuff?
Well, actually, again, a holiday theme.
Yes.
I have a beer advent calendar.
You do?
So every single day this month, up until the 24th, because that's how advent calendars work. Yeah. I get a new beer.
Mm-hmm. Are they Canadian or?
Yes, these are all Canadian. It's from our favorite wholesale warehouse, Costco.
How Canadian.
They have them in the States too. Anyway, it's a Canadian beer calendar, and they're all tall boys because us Canadians like beer, so we can drink a tall boy a day, no
Easy.
problem.
Yep, you
all
do.
Good. This one is called Pet Peeve.
That's a good name. I love all the artwork on these.
Yeah, and it's fun, and it's a Italian Pilsner from...
Which I didn't even know was a thing.
It's from, let's see, Calgary. Okay.
Okay. I saw Village Brewing on
literally half of the beers in this calendar are from Calgary.
a lot of
Calgary it might have more breweries per capita than any city
that's interesting.
Anywhere. I don't know, that's a stat made up off the top of my head, but there is a lot of breweries in Calgary.
That's cool. Well, there are a lot, and we've had a lot, and they're all good.
Most of them are all the ones I've had are good.
Yeah.
So
I also have a random beer. I don't know where mine's from. Probably
that's
Phillips.
Phillips is I think that's an Ontario brewery.
Oh, okay. But mine's a sour. It is a stone fruit sour called Dino Sour. And I literally picked it for the pint.
Oh, I was wrong. Phillips is actually from Victoria, BC.
Oh, little closer. I don't know. But anyway, it's really tasty. It's sour.
They're a little bit more mass market than most breweries, but...
yeah. But anyway, I saw it.
They make weird stuff. So
yeah, it was a weird...
Dino Sour.
Yeah, and it caught my eye, so we're definitely doing that one.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Brandon, do you have a nerd thing this week?
Okay. My nerd thing is going to be extremely esoteric this time.
Okay.
Okay. So you know how I talk about playing World of Warcraft a lot?
Yes. I do. I'm here for it.
Yeah, okay. So, again, esoteric.
Okay.
When you're playing World of Warcraft, there's a type of spell that you cast.
Okay.
It's an important one, so yeah, okay. Well, this is a long road. Come with me on this journey.
I feel like it's
come with me on this journey.
Okay.
We'll get somewhere important.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a type of spell, and it's there's actually several types of spells that do the same thing, but it originated and it's called Bloodlust.
Okay.
And
this doesn't sound very festive.
No, it is very festive. Very festive. Mm-hmm. We're gonna do it. And what these spells do? There's Bloodlust. There's Time Warp.
Okay.
Heroism. If you're Alliance, we don't like Alliance anyway.
Right.
And it like basically it buffs your whole party, your whole raid, all at the same time.
Bloodlust does.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it makes you attack faster, do more damage, type of thing.
Okay.
Very important spell when you're fighting the dragons. Let's say. Okay.
Okay.
And so what I did was I downloaded an add-on because Bloodlust lasts for 40 seconds, makes you attack faster for those 40 seconds, gives you a lot of haste.
Okay. Fast. Speed.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
Bringing it back to the Dungeons and Dragons would be like a lot of dexterity or something like that.
We just played Dungeons and Dragons, okay? Like, we played Dungeons and Dragons, we came home, Brandon watched his movie, and we're recording. So this has been like a whirlwind nerd day.
Very nerdy. Anyway, so this is an important thing in World of Warcraft. 40 seconds of really fast attacking. So I downloaded an add-on that will play a 40-second clip of random songs that I add to the catalog.
Oh, fun. Okay.
So I have a whole bunch of different songs that it will play. And I'm gonna let you give me suggestions of more that I can add.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you have so far?
Well, I have a big variety. So I have everything from the Family Guy version of Rock Lobster.
Rock Lobster.
Rock Lobster.
Yeah,
I got some Eminem Lose Yourself.
Good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got Spice Girls Wannabe.
No, you don't.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Baby got back.
All sorts of things.
Right. What do you have in terms of AC/DC?
I couldn't decide on an AC/DC song, so I didn't put one on yet.
Because you're still deciding. Well, we all know
for those about to rock is a little slow.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That might be my favorite AC/DC song.
Yeah, I know you like that one. That one was in our wedding video.
TNT would probably be pretty good. Thunderstruck would probably be pretty good.
So my favorite AC/DC song that I always give you a hard time about
Shook Me All Night
Long. No, I don't think you should do that. I think you should do TNT.
TNT or maybe Dirty Deeds.
Oh, that would be a good one. Mm-hmm. That'd be a good one.
Anyway, I do.
I just know you really like.
I do need an AC/DC song. I even have a Backstreet Boys song.
Which one?
Which one do you think I should have?
I don't know. Is it okay? I'm trying to think of like what a really fast one would be. It's not Everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I'm just trying to think of all the really fast ones.
It's that one, yeah.
Backstreet's back, all right. Like that. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think you should do a Lady Gaga song in honor of Beat Saber.
Yeah, I actually have a Beat Saber song on there. There was several Beat Saber songs that I kind of felt like putting on there, but I put the one, it's called Ultimate Power, and that's the Beat Saber song. It's
okay, I think you should put a Lady Gaga one on there, and I think you should put Welcome to the Jungle.
Yes, Welcome to the Jungle is not... I haven't downloaded it, but it's on my list.
Okay. I am also going to drop some Disney songs since we're a Disney podcast.
Ooh, like something from Mulan?
Ooh, yeah. Well, is Make a Man Out of You, is that too slow?
No, I think that would work.
Because it's like very energetic. I was also thinking One Jump Ahead from Aladdin. One Jump Ahead.
That would work,
right?
Yeah.
That's on my workout playlist.
I was thinking of some like show tunes to add.
Yes,
I was like,
I think you gotta.
Defying Gravity might work.
Totally.
Anyway, this is really fun.
And you have to do Guns and Ships from Hamilton.
Yes, I need to find a good 40-second chunk of that.
Yeah.
Because that's not a very long song.
No, it's not.
And Bloodlust lasts for 40 seconds. Anyway, I have Mortal Kombat on there.
Of course, I assume.
Some Space Jam.
Oh, fun!
Yeah. Anyway, I have quite an eclectic mix, and I can keep adding. I have a whole bunch of slots to add.
How many can you add?
I can have a total of 60 from the add-on that I put on there, and then it'll just cycle through them randomly. And, I don't know. It's super fun.
Okay, here are my suggestions for Disney-specific ones, okay?
Okay.
This is not necessarily like all show tunes.
You'll have to remind me.
That's totally fine. You can also listen back. You can listen to us as well.
I guess I could.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay.
These are high beats per minute.
Highest beats per minute.
Okay.
I don't even know. What would be the highest beast?
Okay, well, this is interesting. The Tiki Room.
No, I'm not. No, that's
Dig
not...
a Little Deeper from Princess and the Frog. I Want to Be Like You, like...
yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, that's pretty good, yeah.
Okay. Apparently Go the Distance, which I'm not buying that. Hi Ho is a high one. What's This? Danny Elfman.
I was thinking, what's this?
Almost There, which I actually have on my workout Disney playlist. That's another Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, no.
Touch the Sky, which is also on mine. That's a good one. Has bagpipes in that one. Topsy Turvy, that's from Hunchback of Notre Dame. You wouldn't know The Ugly Bug Ball. The Mobs. Ooh, the Mob song from Pocahontas.
Like, what about...
from Beauty and the Beast.
What about something like... Well, so, I also have a couple instrumentals on there I didn't mention, that are kind of Disney-focused. I have the Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
Oh, that's on here, too.
And that slaps, like, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
And I have the Avengers theme. That was a tough one to find the good 40 seconds, because it kind of repeats itself, but then it, like, crescendos, like, more and more. Yeah. Very, very, very good. And...
How about the Main Street Electrical Parade? Not a fan?
I don't know.
I had One Jump Ahead. How about...
And then I have Duel of the Fates.
That's a good one.
I mean, like, it's tough to choose one John Williams song.
Well, get Indiana Jones in there.
Yeah, you could have some Indiana Jones, but yeah, Duel of the Fates. Yeah. You got the Georgian choir going. Oh, yeah. And
how about You Got a Friend in Me? Too slow?
Too slow.
Okay, how about Friend Like Me? From Aladdin.
That could probably work. That could work. I won't...
Be Our Guest. Seize the Day is great, but I don't know if you know it.
No.
On the Open Road. The Muppet Show theme.
Ooh. I like this.
Wait.
That was Mario. That was Mario. But that would also work.
Muppets and I switched to Mario.
The Mario song would work.
Yes.
But yes, the Muppet Show tonight would be actually fantastic. I wonder if I could find a clip that's 40 seconds long.
Under the Sea. Oh, Zippity Doo-Dah, which is like they don't even play that in the parks anymore. Zippity Doo-Dah, Zippity. Bare Necessities. Life is a Highway, Bippity Boppity Boo, and I Just Can't Wait to Be King. Those are the highest beats.
Ooh, I wouldn't mind Just Can't Wait to Be King.
Mm-hmm.
That's...
Oh, and Hi Ho, but that's
yeah. Anyway, so that's my nerd thing, and that was like quite the tangent. You got very excited about it.
Well, yeah, it was music, and I'm like, oh, I have such obscure music tastes, and not obscure, eclectic.
I do need some more show tunes in there.
Mm-hmm. Newsies. Seize the Day from Newsies. Do that one.
Yeah.
I'm a particular fan of the original movie one more than the actual Broadway one, but it's really good. If you want to go not Disney, of course, Hamilton has so many.
But it's Disney Plus. It's
fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah,
yes,
we can something from Hamilton.
Ooh, Legally Blonde.
Something from like
oh my god, you guys.
That would probably work, or the workout video.
Although
I already have Whip It by Devo, so
that's very similar.
Kind of similar.
I think you gotta go. Oh my god, you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, this was a fun tangent, and I'm gonna listen to. Oh, how about Elvis?
So this,
Elvis
I
in there.
I do need some
Hound Dog. Come on.
I do need some Elvis.
Ooh, no.
Burnin' Love.
Burnin' Love. That was almost our wedding song.
Yeah, I need some Burnin' Love on there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, that was fun.
I will stop distracting you.
Okay,
with
I'm sorry.
The super fun nerd thing.
But yes, that was fun. You are correct in that. That was fun. What is my nerd thing? Oh, I've just been in a ton of Christmas stuff lately. But on Wednesday, I have one of my favorite Christmas traditions that I do with some ladies that I used to work with.
Some ladies that you used to know.
You could put that one in for your 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's a little...
That I used to know. Oh, how about, what's that? Hey, what's going on?
Oh, yes, I do need... okay, yes.
Okay.
I need to put what's going on.
Yeah.
I also just need to look up like songs that get white people turned and put all those
True
on.
Story. I was like, you better have Journey on there.
You know, I don't have any Journey songs.
Oh my god. Okay, so anyway, I go back. On Wednesday night, one of my favorite new holiday tradition, well, relatively new holiday traditions. I've been doing it for a few years now.
It's been like 5 years now.
Yeah, it's true. It's before COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this. It's an Icelandic tradition called the Book Flood. Okay, well, it has an Icelandic word for it. None of us are Icelandic, but it always goes around social media. And I'm a book nerd, and I used to work with some other book nerds, and they're all wonderful ladies that I adore very much.
I mean, they're fine.
Oh, you like them?
Yeah, no, they actually kick a lot of butt.
They kick a lot of butt. So we started doing a book exchange. And now there are 5 of us ladies, and this year we actually did a new version where we did kind of like as a swap and exchange instead of drawing a name for someone, because we've drawn names for everyone a few times. And we go out and we have like a super nice dinner with wine, and it's kind of like a little fancier. Like we go to the nicer place in town and we do a book exchange, and we like just talk like it's a very lovely little ladies' night out. Anyway, that was Wednesday.
That does sound lovely. I'm just wondering if the microphone can pick up you talking with your head and jiggling your earrings back and forth.
I should take out my super jangly earrings. Oh my god.
It's so funny.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, put those aside.
Santa is coming. Okay, there you go.
Okay, anyway, it was lovely, and it was really funny because I actually someone else brought the same book I did.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
In our exchanging, I ended up with hers.
Oh, but you hadn't read it.
But I hadn't read it, so I was like, I did have the option to switch again, and then I stopped and I read the back, and I was like, never mind, I want to read it. So I didn't end up with mine, but I ended up with the same one. So I'm totally happy about that. I'm excited. And plus, I mean, we're all going to exchange, like swap back and forth and borrow each other's books anyway. But it was really nice, and it was just like a lovely little ladies' night out.
Gifts exchanges are super fun, and like especially if you have fun rules. We just did a really cool one.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
At our D&D club.
I've never had one so bizarre as that.
And we all brought like D&D themed type gifts, and then we had D&D themed rules to like, gotta roll your D20 and
then a D6
and figure out. Oh, it was super fun, and I had a blast, and I didn't even care what present I ended up with because they were all cool. It was really fun.
It was super fun. I ended up with a book, actually.
Oh, yes, you ended up with the only book. You absolute nerd.
It was like, I am not surprised. Okay. That was super fun. So yes, basically I'm just like full of festive in terms of nerd stuff. I like it. Do you have we are so close to the new season of What If.
We are, yeah. Less than a week now.
Clearly. Mm-hmm. Less than a week.
I'm going to be kind of sad. We got to bring something that has Disney Plus on it.
Yeah, we're going to...
Or you said your parents have...
My parents have it, so we won't be able to watch it, like, once a night, but we can definitely, like, sit and watch them. Like, we don't have to wait till we come back home.
Trevor will watch some What If with us.
You mean El Mule?
Yeah, I mean El Mule. That's who I mean.
But yeah, we'll be fine. Maybe we'll bring the laptop. Maybe we'll bring my laptop. Maybe I'll double check and everything. But I know my mom has talked before about watching Disney Plus shows, so I think we're good. But yeah, we'll definitely see them. We just won't watch them like each day as they come out.
But Happy needs to save Christmas.
Yeah, Happy is gonna save Christmas. I'm so excited for it.
Christmas doesn't come until Happy saves it, and Hans Gruber falls off Nakatomi Plaza.
You already watched that.
I've already seen Hans Gruber.
That's one of our only ones that you have seen. I've watched a lot of Hallmark Christmas movies, though.
I think that might be a new tradition for me to come home from my Christmas party and watch.
Well, maybe, because
Die
we
Hard.
either go to your parents' house and watch Rudolph, or we come home and watch Die Hard.
I will watch Die Hard after Rudolph if it comes to that. I don't know.
So that's our Marvel thing, but do you have a Better Know a Listener?
I do. It's wonderful.
Okay.
Because it's far away.
Oh, we haven't gone super far away since we went to England.
Yeah, well, this
as
is
far away as that?
Even farther away than England.
Are you serious?
Well,
we have a listener from further away than England?
I mean, It's basically like a suburb of England. That's why they've always been allies.
Oh, okay, Euro trip. Nice reference.
Yes, okay, thank you.
No one else would understand that.
I also downloaded Scotty Doesn't Know for my
Perfect.
son. I have to clip it and make
course.
sure it all fits. But Scotty Doesn't Know. Anyway, no, this is in Germany. A little town in Bavaria, actually.
Bavaria, oh, okay.
Yeah, because that
beautiful area.
We learned when we went to Germany that Bavaria is they like to separate themselves from the rest of Germany because it used to be a country, etc., etc. Yeah. This is Gunzenhausen.
Okay, well that just sounds angry.
Yeah, Gunzenhausen. Gunzenhausen. Yeah.
So can I just tell you a funny story before you start reading about this? Because it's about German.
Yeah.
Okay. So I read a lot of books with my students, and my 30-1s, of course, my grade 12s, love being read to still. And we read, books that take place in World War II or historical fiction ones. And I've never before had a student whose first language was German in my class. She moved here as a kid. It was fantastic because all the German words I'd be reading, and her name isn't Samantha, but let's just call her Samantha in honor of Frozen 2. And I'd be reading along, and I'd just be Samantha, and she'd just fill in the German word. It was great, so I could ask her how to say that if she was here.
Okay.
Okay, so tell me about what's it called?
Gunzenhausen. Gunzenhausen.
Gunzenhausen. Okay, tell me about Gunzenhausen.
It's situated on the river of Altmühl.
Okay, you sound like you're just saying
Altmühl.
Okay.
Yeah.
My German-speaking grandma would be really disappointed in me.
Probably, yes.
Being unable to pronounce these.
So, we were near this place, actually, on a river cruise, because it's 45 kilometers southwest of Nuremberg.
Oh, we were definitely in Nuremberg.
We were in Nuremberg. Yeah. It's super famous because it is at one end of the Limes Germanicus, which is a Roman border wall.
Really? That's cool.
So it's UNESCO World Heritage Site because of this, the Roman wall.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's the most thing. And then there was some stuff that happened in the 30s and 40s that we don't really need to talk about.
No, I think we know what those things were.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful area. Bavaria?
Yeah, Bavaria is very, very nice. Well, I mean, actually, all of Germany.
All of Germany is
even
really
the cities were beautiful, and they have delicious sausages and beer.
This is true. This is a true statement. Actually, all their food is great. Sausages and beer, and soak it up with some bread while you're at it, and some Kuchen.
Some Kuchen,
which
is just German for cake.
Yep. I got really excited about it though.
You did, yes.
And I texted my mom forgetting about the time change.
Well, that's her fault for having the ringer on. Anyway, yes, no, I actually Germany is a lovely country.
I'd go back to Germany in a heartbeat. And
they have delicious food and especially beer.
Man, we had some great with the homemade
and apparently
mustards.
Roman walls.
And apparently Roman walls. I love that type of history. Things like Roman walls.
Well,
less so the 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
More Roman walls.
Yeah, because we were in Nuremberg and
that was hard.
And that was worthwhile. But difficult. But it is wild how far-reaching the Roman Empire was. And
that is amazing.
And you have some old stuff, old German stuff, and then older Roman stuff.
It's crazy.
In the same place. It's I don't know. It's very weird for us silly North Americans
who are my house is super old because it's 100 years old.
Yeah.
Well, it is. Around here, that is a super old
building.
Yeah,
exactly.
And people in Europe are that's cute. That's really cool. I can't believe we have a listener in Germany.
Apparently we do.
So if you are from... I feel so bad every time I try and pronounce it, and I'm just going to get it wrong.
Gunzenhausen.
Please tell me how I'm pronouncing it wrong and message us.
Yeah. Gunzenhausen.
Cool. And hi.
Wait. Let's see if we can get Wikipedia to pronounce it for us.
Gunzenhausen. Gunzenhausen.
Yeah, we weren't that far off.
We were kind of close. Okay. Also, if you are from Gunzenhausen, you can message us and tell us whether Wikipedia is correct or not.
I mean, that's true. Wikipedia is a good resource. It does the best it can.
Right. Speaking of tech, can I also go on a mini tangent right now?
Sure.
Why
I mean,
not?
we've gone on many already, so whatever. It's our last before the holidays.
That's true.
Yeah.
AI. So there's a movement for teachers to start using AI like effectively, word this email correctly, or as a starting point for things.
I have coworkers that try to do it. Guess what? How old they are?
Do I want to know? Young.
Yeah. They're Gen Z.
Okay, so I was telling my high school students, and I told you too, I've got students doing, novel studies and Shakespeare studies and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I have these old tests, and I have 3 for each unit, and I kind of rotate them. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should come up with something new. I wonder what AI has to do. So I put in King Lear, which is what my grade 12s are reading.
Which should be easy for AI.
It's Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And I just put in 20 question multiple choice test. 17 of the 20 questions were flat out wrong. And I was telling my students about it, and they were like, but it was cool because then I had them correct the wrong answers. So that was kind of good.
That's kind of fun. Here's the thing about AI.
It was free. So.
Not all AI is created equal. Like the good ones, you got to pay for. The AI,
but these are recommended for teachers.
Same with AI art. You got to pay for the good one, etc., etc.
So and then I tried another one to do a project for The Hobbit, and that was way wrong. It was bizarre. It's just flat out wrong questions. One for King Lear, and the kids thought it was hilarious, was how does Edgar betray his father to Gloucester? And it's well, Gloucester is Edgar's father, and also Edgar is not. Gloucester isn't betrayed. Well, he is, but not by his son. Well, not by Edgar, by his other son. And it was all just everyone's name was wrong, and all the plot details were wrong, and it was just But I got my
silly AI not knowing King Lear.
I know, but my grade.
My goodness.
What was great is my grade. It showed my students that they were "Wow, that's really bad." And I'm yeah, don't use it because it's wrong. But it was cool, and then they got to make fun of it and correct it, which was great. So anyway, AI, no good. End of story.
So we're not losing our jobs to AI anytime soon.
Not anytime soon. I'm sure not. I'll tell you that.
It would be nice actually if we could lose our jobs to AI and just live a life of luxury and.
Well, if we got paid for it.
Yes, well that's the trick. We live in an age of automation. I'm gonna go on a tangent.
No, don't.
I'm not gonna.
This is an angry tangent.
An angry tangent.
Mine was just
you should use technology to redundancy. The yucky jobs that you don't want to do, and so you can be happy with your life because life should be worth living. The end.
I feel like there should be jingle bells. Where do my bells go?
Okay. Ho ho ho! Everybody is happy now.
Okay, let's go to the news. We've been here. Disney A News Update. News. First of all, do you have any news before I get going on Disneyland stuff? Other than What If is coming.
What if is coming? No. So like we said last week, actually, how Mahershala Ali was excited about the new direction of Blade.
Please don't tell me he was just joking.
No. This is along the same lines. I'm pretty sure they were paid by the same Disney agent to spout good news about being happy to be in Disney projects. Anyway, Vincent D'Onofrio, also known as Kingpin.
He's such a good Kingpin.
Excellent Kingpin.
So good.
Expressing his happiness with the new direction of Daredevil Born Again and how it's going to be pretty R-rated and more along.
How is that on Disney Plus?
I don't know. like in Canada, we have a lot of R-rated stuff on Disney.
Sure, we
Plus.
do, but it's like it's Star stuff that's on Disney.
I don't know. Echo looked pretty.
Echo looked so violent.
That's coming soon. They put out the trailer. That looks super violent. So that's just like kind of paving the way.
I feel like Echo is like dancing on the line of 14A, being like, "I'm gonna put my toe over." I'm just kidding. I'm gonna put my toe over. I'm just kidding.
Here's the thing. I think 2024 is gonna be the year of like Marvel being like, I don't effing care anymore, and
let's see what happens. Hey, we got
Echo, and we got
Deadpool's coming.
Deadpool's gonna see the line. He's gonna jump over it, and he's gonna like pee on it, like Calvin and Hobbes, the Calvin and Hobbes peeing emoji. Yeah, he's gonna do that.
So yeah, I think basically everything is like, oh, you think Echo is violent? Oh, you thought Daredevil was violent, and Deadpool's just waving in the corner.
Yeah. I am super looking forward to Deadpool.
Me too. It's actually listed as the most anticipated movie of 2024. Of course it is.
Well, no one knows any other movie.
There's been a few.
Name one other movie that's coming
out. The second Doom movie. We were just talking about
Wow, okay. That was supposed to come out this year, though. That doesn't count.
Okay. All right, let's head to Disneyland news.
Oh, yeah, that place exists. You're going to go there.
Yes, I am, in 2024.
Yeah.
When we do our year wrap-up and, like, look ahead to 2024, I'll probably talk about it.
Probably.
So we have a scrim going up in front of the entrance of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Basically, work continuing.
I bet they're going to paint that mural that we saw in Florida.
I bet they are. Fire effects are again returning to World of Color Season of Light. That's the holidays one.
Oh, because they turned off all pyro.
Yes, they did.
When Murphy burned.
Basically, yeah.
The dragon at Fantasmic. They hadn't turned it back on at World of Color? Because, like, what were they going to burn down? It's in the middle of a lagoon.
I think they were I don't think they were using it for the last thing. It says, fire effects were gone from World of Color for several months, returned in September. Didn't last long, were gone again by the time the holidays one started, and now they're just back again. But, like, for a short period of time.
The pyro is the best part of World of Color.
Ooh, the pirate scene.
Yeah, the pirate scene. I don't, anyway, that's weird to me, but whatever.
So, remember me to... Oh, this was, like, not a super happy thing. For anything. So, somebody posted on Instagram, or TikTok, I'm sure, probably... in the bathroom of, I want to say Mickey and Friends, although it could be wrong, but it's one of the parking structures. She video recorded, she was speaking Spanish to her son, and she video recorded a woman going off on her for basically making a lot of really racist comments. But you can hear on the video being like, I'm going to film you, and it was like, I don't effing care, you film whatever you want, I hate Mexicans was the whole thing. Yeah, at Disneyland. She's even wearing Mickey ears, Brandon. It's so sad. And she recorded it, and her friend is like, well, anyway, it was a whole thing. And then, so she's like, well, I'm going to record this and post it. And she's like, okay. So she did.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. People like, figured out who she was, and they showed up outside of her house.
Well, that's not great either.
No,
but...
it's like two wrongs not making a
Yeah,
right.
doxing is not good, is what they call that. But don't be a jerk. I actually saw a video of some, like, it was a TikToker that does theme park stuff, because like their TikTok handle was like theme park something or whatever. And some people, like a group of teenagers or young adults, they look like CW teenagers, like a little bit older, had cut in line, and so they were recording these people and like don't cut in line, and the teenagers were snarking back, and the one guy was like kind of like a buffer teenager, I play football at UC something or whatever. And eventually the teenagers got kicked out of the park because they were being
I don't know this. Yeah,
jerks. And then people looked at this guy up, and he definitely doesn't play football there. In fact, no one knows who he is, and he was like talking about how he's got all these Instagram followers and all this clout and stuff, and they found his Instagram account as like 2,000 followers or something. Right.
Yeah.
Like it was actually kind of pathetic.
But here's the thing: if you're gonna say stuff like that on video, like it's tough, because like people right away were like, you shouldn't video in a bathroom. But she's like, I'm going to video you. You just said that. Say it again. She's like, okay. And did.
Yeah.
So apparently she had said it and then repeated it for the camera. And her whole thing was she said, the States is an English speaking country. And she literally said, like, I hate Mexicans. So first of all, she heard someone speaking Spanish. A lot of countries speak Spanish.
A lot.
Like
but, Spain. How about?
Just so we know, the States actually doesn't have an official language. Did you know that?
How does it not have an official
language? It has one that it does government business in.
Yeah.
But which is generally what we consider official language. There's nothing listed.
That's kind of weird.
But anyway, so like, the woman talked to Disney security, and she said the woman who was originally posted the video, and said that she felt very dismissed, and that's why she did end up posting the video.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. Like, just be kind to one another.
Yeah, that is the whole thing. I'm like, she's literally standing there in a Mickey shirt wearing ears. And she was kind of upset, I guess, because she was a bigger woman and she was with a friend who was a bigger woman and they had a wheelchair. And I guess the woman came out of the stall with her child, but it's not a handicap stall. It's just a larger stall, which is also supposed to be used for families. But she was like, you use the handicap stall, but it's not a handy. So I guess that started the whole thing.
You don't not use the handicap stall. If there's a handicapped person waiting, then they can go into the handicapped stall first. But you don't leave that open the whole time.
No. So anyway, it was a whole big messy thing, and I'm like, just be nice to each other. You're freaking doing holidays at Disneyland. Just be happy.
Just
I just don't understand.
Anyway,
it made me really sad, and I watched the video, and it was, like, of course, upsetting. But yes, also don't go stand outside of our house protesting.
No, doesn't save anything.
No.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors will not testify in his trial for domestic assault, and there will be closing arguments beginning. Oh wait, I guess they would have already began because they were beginning. I think Thursday, something like that.
Interesting. Well, I guess we're gonna find out what's happening there.
I guess so. I mean, it'll be good to know at least. So
I'm assuming they're gonna recast.
Do you think so? Do you think that's the way it's going? It's too bad because he was really good in that role. But I also get it. Like, yeah.
He doesn't deserve.
What if he's found innocent?
I
You don't think it's looking that way?
I don't think it's looking that way.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. We also have a lot of different things closing for refurbishment, as always, in January and February, right? We've got
Toontown. Oh wait, no, that's just always closed.
Of course, Grizzly River Run. We've also got Blue Bayou is actually closing in January. But it just was closed, so that's interesting. But yeah, so basically they're just doing their refurb kind of season. Yeah. And that's my news.
Not very exciting news. You should feel sad.
Holidays.
Yeah.
People stop sucking, please.
Yeah, just
be nice and go have some pixie dust and just
have a magical day.
See, it's funny because that's the thing that they say when they don't actually want you to have a magical day.
If you're being a jerk, they tell you to have a magical day. But how about you just actually have a magical day? How about trying that?
Thank you. We actually talked about, I think the episode, it's when we came back from New Year's, and it was Disney Can't Control the Weather. And we talked about just seeing people who were just really miserable when you can't control things. And you're like, yeah, you're allowed to. We also saw
people that were, like, extremely happy and dancing in puddles.
It was one of my favorite things. We talked about that. There are things you can't control and things that can get you frustrated and things that can make you upset. And you're allowed to feel all those things. But if you just let them make you miserable, you've just spent hundreds or thousands of dollars to be miserable. So don't do that. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I want to hear about this movie. Let's go to the main topic. It's holiday time.
Disney Plus and chill.
Are you feeling festive, Brandon?
Humbug.
No, that was the lady in the thing.
Yeah.
Now it's festive time.
Actually, I am feeling pretty festive. You filled me full of sugar and cookies and stuff.
Yeah, I did. I had a cookie exchange. It was great.
So yeah, no, totally. I've seen like 3 years worth of Hallmark Christmas movies already, and
I don't think it's been 3 years.
Pretty much.
And you watched Die Hard.
And I watched.
You are set.
I am happy I've watched Die Hard. Yes, that's. Well, and Home Alone. That's the only other like a real Christmas movie I've watched.
I watched the Santa Claus, but you went to bed.
You watched the Santa Claus?
That was after Home Alone. At our friend's house.
Oh, yeah, no, I was sleeping.
We watched Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, yes, we did.
That's a Christmas movie.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, it counts. It's both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, we haven't watched any other real Christmas movies yet. We're gonna watch a bunch this weekend. FYI, I am. I haven't seen my favorite yet, and I need to. Normally, I watch it twice. Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah, we need to watch Muppets. We probably need to watch
A Christmas Story. And Rudolph.
And we need to throw some like South Park in there.
Definitely.
For me.
I didn't watch Love Actually last year, and I love watching Love Actually, so that might go in there. White Christmas.
I do. White Christmas is pretty good.
Yeah, you haven't watched that in a couple of years. Maybe you should watch that this year.
Pretty good.
And
I might be in the mood for some White Christmas like after this episode.
Ooh, we could do that. Yeah. That'd be fun. And we are going to a play of Elf soon too. So we got a whole lot of festive going on.
Should probably watch Elf before we go to the
I think we should
play.
too. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So was this like? Is this movie that you watch tonight going to make your yearly rotation?
No, it is absolutely not. But I will say, it is like 10 times better than it has any right to be.
Okay, so what did I make you watch?
Okay. Here's the lowdown.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm excited. I know. I was choosing between two, and I think I picked the much nicer one of the two I was choosing between. The other one was Jingle All the Way Part 2.
Yeah, no, that was guaranteed to be bad for sure. And I thought this was also guaranteed to be bad because, like, just judging a book by its cover, which you're not supposed to do, but
also
I often do because you honestly. You can judge a book by its cover a little bit, just like a little bit.
Well, not only that, like I always say, people pay a lot of money to get book covers that accurately depict their books. As a writer, I am aware of this.
Yeah,
so.
just like a little bit.
I don't, because I have a cover artist in my back pocket, but it's your mom.
Yeah. Anyway, so this movie is called The Naughty Nine.
Like, as in the opposite of nice.
Yes. It's actually brand new. It came out this year.
Okay, so I have a question. When Disney Plus first came out, it came out with the was that Anna Kendrick?
Yeah.
Okay. Noelle, and that was actually really cute and really good.
I would say it's about on the same level.
I really liked that.
Yeah, I mean,
and then Godmothered came out, which it was a little Christmassy, but it wasn't Christmas focused. And that was actually way better than I was expecting it to be. So this is like in the same vein.
Yeah, it's in the same kind of...
Well, now I'm kind of sad I didn't watch it.
You probably will. Anyway,
maybe I'll watch it next year.
The tagline of The Naughty Nine is Rebels with a Clause. Debuted on November 22nd of this year.
I don't even think I heard about this.
Brand new. Brand new.
What the heck?
Okay, so you're ready to hear about this film?
The Naughty Nine.
The Naughty Nine.
Okay.
So, we start the movie off, and it's the last day of school before the Christmas holidays.
What kind of school? Like, is
like
it
high
element?
school.
High school. Okay.
Like junior high. Like these kids are young. It's like junior high, let's say.
Okay.
So they're tweens.
Okay.
I guess.
Yep.
They're all pretty young, but not like children.
Okay, that was my question. Are they little kids or are they big?
They're like tweens. So
they're kids, but they're big kids.
12, let's say.
Perfect.
Something like that.
Okay.
Anyway, and we meet our main character, Andy Steele.
Andy Steele. Does he steal stuff?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is the whole thing. So, it's called The Naughty Nine.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the children's version.
Okay.
Christmas themed.
Okay.
Of Ocean's 11. It's a heist film.
No, it's not.
It's a heist film, and it's actually like a pretty good heist film.
Okay, last year you made me watch the one about where they stole the snow machine. Why? I would rather have watched this.
I probably would have made you watch this actually, but anyway, yeah. So Andy Steele, he's in the principal's office because he's in trouble.
Okay.
And the principal's like, "Come on, Andy, it's the last day last day before Christmas.
Yeah.
All you got to do is watch a movie. No one cares. It's the blow-off day of all blow-off days. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, ouch, but also fair.
Like, no one cares. But how are you in trouble and getting sent to the principal's office?
Just do nice things. We want nice things.
And Andy's like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to turn over a new leaf in the new year. He, like, has this whole sob story and all that.
Yeah.
And he gets a big hug with the principal. Okay. And he's got some crocodile tears going.
Yeah. First of all, I am spelling this from a mile away. The principal.
The principal's kind of old, probably close to retirement. Not that with it. Anyway, he's pickpocketing her keys.
No, he's not.
that was the whole reason he got sent to the principal's office. He wants to pickpocket her keys because him and his best friend, Dolce and Gabbana. I'm just going to call her Dolce and Gabbana. I don't know. Her name's like Dulce. I don't know.
Okay.
They're going to steal all the confiscated toys and things that kids have had taken from them.
And they think they're in her car?
No. He takes the keys for the locker. Oh, it's this whole plan. Okay. Anyway, so they're going to steal these things back, and it's this whole plan. And
it's a pretty good plan.
They take them, and there's a red bag, and his friend Dolce and Gabbana, she stuffs a bunch of stuff in there, like, to make it look like the bag, because, like, the janitor's taking these toys out to give to charity.
They're stealing toys from charity?
Basically, yeah. So, like, I mean, the whole point, they're the naughty nine, right? Okay, so they're, like, good, but not, like, they're not actually good.
Okay.
And so, yeah, they're going to take all these toys that they've confiscated from kids throughout the semester, and they're going to give them to charity.
Excellent.
Andy and Dolce & Gabbana are like, no! We're going to take them back.
So they're evil.
Well,
naughty.
I mean,
they're naughty.
They're going to retrieve the toys and give them back to the people whose toys they were, right?
That they shouldn't have had them at school in the first place.
Well, no, they shouldn't have. No, they were breaking the rules.
Okay.
So yeah, there's this whole plan with the red bag, and they're gonna transfer them, and then the principal catches them. But in the red bag is just cookies.
Oh.
And Andy had replaced the cookies, or replaced the toys that were in the red bag that they had stolen with cookies. Oh. And tells the principal, it was a gift for the staff that we were trying to plan. Because, like, here's the thing, Andy, Danny Ocean is, like, the best con man you've
That's amazing.
ever seen.
I love
like,
it.
he can BS with the best of them, and, like, he's like super smart. That's why the principal's kind of mad at him. He's like, if you put your mind to something, like, you'd be able to do like good stuff, but you're always up to no good. Like, what are you doing, right? Anyway, so yeah, they get the toys, and then they set up a whole thing outside, and they start selling the toys back to the kids for $5 a piece.
Selling them?
Yeah, so not like morally gray, like
dark gray,
chaotic neutral at best.
I don't think that's chaotic neutral.
Chaotic evil. I don't know. Anyway,
at least chaotic naughty.
Chaotic naughty. Episode title right there. Chaotic Naughty. The Naughty Nine.
The Naughty Nine. Chaotic Naughty.
Okay. So that's like your introduction to the two, like, main characters.
Okay, but we need 7 to go.
Well, it's the Naughty Nine, right? So that was their like little mini heist that you like. Okay, that's what they're up to, and then so it's they're off of school, and it comes Christmas Day. And Andy's looking under the tree. He's all excited. He's asked Santa for a brand new video game console, and he's really excited to get it. And his sister unwraps her present from Santa, and she's all excited. It's just what she wanted, and he doesn't have a present from Santa
because he's naughty.
Because he's on the naughty list. Because he's a jerk. Anyway, his sister's kind of like a little bit precocious and is like, haha, you're on the naughty list, you don't get a present. And and his parents are like, oh, that's weird. I don't know, like, oh, I thought you were a good kid. I don't know what the heck's going on. Anyway, I'm like, interesting.
I have questions there.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, because he tells his parents all these lies about he fools his parents, but he doesn't fool his sister. His sister knows that he's like...
How old's his sister?
Like a year or two older. Like not
just a little older.
Yeah, just like a little bit older. And
oldest sisters are always best.
She sees through all his fibs and is out to get him. Mm-hmm. But he can...
charismatic.
He's got so much riz it hurts.
My students, I told you, said that you had high levels of riz.
They've never met me in my life, so...
No, they were asking me questions. Well, first of all, they wanted to know how much riz I had, and I said the fact you have to ask that, and then I was like, what means not high? But then they were like, they wanted to know how we met, and so I was telling them, and I was like, yeah, we were friends, but we like... And so I was just like talking about that, and then they thought that our story was so fun and funny that it was amazing, and that either meant that you or I had high levels of riz, and so they asked more, and they decided it was definitely you.
What can I say?
High levels of riz.
But you're welcome.
Nice.
Anyway, okay.
I'm confused why the sister is not on the naughty list.
No, she's like a perfect angel.
Oldest sisters often are.
She's like a perfect angel and like does everything by the rules. That's like part of the plot.
Oh, that is actually true. Oldest sisters are often like that.
Yeah. Anyway, and so he like doesn't get his Christmas gift. Christmas is kind of a bummer, and his best friend's across the street. She didn't get her Christmas gift either.
Aww.
She also got stiffed by Santa. So they go and see their friend, who's an Asian lad, very nerdy. He got what he wanted. He got a brand new computer,
nice.
fancy. He goes into all the specs. He's like, oh yeah, and he's running his algorithm, and he's like, you guys didn't get your Christmas present. Well, I've been running this algorithm, and like, look at how many kids are on the naughty list and didn't get what they wanted either.
Okay.
So he's figured out the whole naughty list thing with his algorithm.
Right.
And he's also been tracking like radar things on the North Pole.
As one does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also forgot one very, very important plot point. His dad works at the airport.
Which dad? The main character?
Andy's dad.
Okay.
And Andy Steele's dad.
Right, main character, yeah.
He works at the airport, and he's telling his family about this crazy pilot that's kind of a burnout type of dude. And he runs like the northern route on this little small plane. And
convenient.
He got his plane got damaged, and he was like blaming it on this flying reindeer. And of course, no one believes him. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's just because it's Christmas.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's an important plot point, because like this guy's blame, like he damaged his plane, flying reindeer, etc.
I get it.
Okay. So they're talking to this Asian kid, and he's got everything figured out. He's like, Santa's naughty list. So I got this algorithm, and I've been tracking the radar on the North Pole, and there's this a blackout area. You can't see it except for a second every Christmas Eve. And then he reveals it. And it's like it's Santa's village, and
yay!
So he's like, I got proof. I know where it is. We can plan a heist. We know where all these naughty...
Why is he on the nice list if he's trying to plan a heist?
Well, he's on the nice list. He does everything by the book, but he wants to meet Santa Claus.
Okay.
And he's friends with these other kids, and he's like, I will tell you where Santa's workshop is if you take me along, because I want to meet Santa.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, wow, we're
up to 3 now.
We need this. You're gonna be the tech man. I'm the brains of the operation. I don't know what Dolce & Gabbana does.
She's the brains' best friend.
She sings songs.
Does she actually?
Is like her main thing.
Is it a musical?
No, no. It's not a musical at all, but she sings songs.
That sounds like a musical.
No, it's really not. I promise. It's not a musical. And then he goes through like, we're gonna need a gymnast, and we're gonna need a getaway driver. And
a getaway driver? They're 12.
We're going to need a getaway driver. We're going to need a pilot. And we're going to need like a distraction and all these things. And anyway, you get up to 9. So I'm gonna need my list because it's tough to keep track.
Because there's 9.
Yeah. So we go through the stereotypical heist thing of like gathering the crew.
Okay. Are these all students?
They're all students. He gets the algorithm to Lewis. I'm gonna stop calling him the Asian kid because
that is problematic.
That is a little bit problematic. Anyway, he's pretty cool. He's like kind of like Short Round or.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool. Who's awesome now?
Yeah, he's a modern day Kiwi Kwan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Kiwi Kwan. He's great, by the way. I'm so glad he's like in stuff again.
Yeah, he's doing a voice in the new Kung Fu Panda 4.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Just give him every role, please. Mm-hmm. I love him.
Yeah. Anyway, so they geosynchronize the naughty list and find like kids that are useful in the nearby area.
Okay.
That are all on the naughty list, okay. So they have something to do. So they narrow the naughty list down to the candidates of locals.
Okay.
So you have Hayu Siyu. Mm-hmm. She's gonna be the getaway driver. They go to a local toboggan hill, and she's like driving a GT racer down the hill, and just giving her no fear.
Okay, but she's supposed to drive, and she's a child.
It'll make sense. Don't worry. She's the wheelman. Okay,
she's the wheelman.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while they're watching her drive down the hill, they find the second member of the crew, Rose Wingert. A
lot of these are girls.
Yeah, it's a good mix.
But usually the naughty list is boys.
Well, they get introduced and why they want them on the team and why they're on the naughty list. So Hayu Siu is on the naughty list for reckless driving of her GT racer, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Rose is on the naughty list for releasing animals from places that she shouldn't. So while the whole GT thing is going down the toboggan hill, you see behind them there's a horse-drawn carriage, like a Christmas sleigh type of thing, and she comes up to the horse and she's like, "Oh, hey, horse," and she's like horse whispering to it and undoes its buckles and says, "Okay, when I say run, you run. Like, you don't want to be tied up to this carriage anymore." And then she steals the driver's sandwich and tells the horse to run away, and the driver has to chase the horse down that's been unbuckled from his carriage. So she's kind of a one of those like angry hippies.
Okay, but she's not releasing animals from like having terrible experiments done on them. She's having like those horses are bred and raised to do that.
Yeah. Anyway, she
generally
has been letting animals loose. That's why she's on the naughty list.
Because I was like, maybe that's not something worth being on the naughty list.
They need an animal handler. That's one of the things.
For reindeer.
Then they find another. They need the master of disguise.
Oh, okay.
And so they find on the list is John Anthony.
Oh, this is okay.
And he is a fabulous young man.
Is he?
He wears makeup and he designs clothes.
You know what? Can we just say?
Yeah. Like modern children's movies. It's pretty cool. And he's just
That wasn't sarcastic. That was me applauding. Yeah. Just not wanting to do it right into the microphone.
Fabulous. Literally has like eyeshadow on.
Why is he on the naughty list?
It says unknown.
I have concerns.
Well, it comes out later. Don't worry. It's good. Okay. It's interesting. It's like character development.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's a fashion designer, fancy fashion designer. He's selling his clothing, and they tell him that they need him to design some costumes for them, like for disguises, right?
Okay, you're gonna tell me what he did later.
Yeah, I will. Oh, don't worry. It's coming. It's part of the plot. And then there's Albert Reyes, who we met when they were selling all the toys. He gave them the puppy dog eyes because he wanted a slingshot back and he didn't have $5 to buy them.
Did they give it back?
And they gave it back because he gave them the puppy dog eyes. He's going to be the distraction because he's got the puppy dog eyes.
Oh, cute. Okay.
Cute little kid, right? And then they're like, we need a gymnast. because, of course, you need a gymnast for a heist.
Yeah,
always.
Of course.
And so they go to the gymnastics club, and you see Andy's sister going on the parallel bars.
I was expecting her to show up.
And she's trying to do the parallel bars. But there's another girl, and she's like, you can't do the parallel bars. You're terrible at gymnastics.
Aww.
And she's like, I'm going to try anyway. And then she fails. She's terrible at gymnastics.
Aww.
And then the other girl, who is like, you're terrible at gymnastics, goes on the parallel bars and is wonderful and does like the most amazing gymnastics routine ever.
But she's on the naughty list.
And she's on the naughty list.
Because she's a big bully.
Because she's a bully. And Andy recruits her to be their gymnast.
Yep, because she's a bully.
Yeah.
I like the older sister.
Well, don't worry. There's more to come.
Okay.
And, of course, the pilot is going to be Bruno. Who we don't talk about. We don't talk about him.
Okay.
But
no.
He's the burnout that got hit by a reindeer.
So he's not a kid.
Yeah, he's not a kid. He's a grown up. He's not on the naughty list because he's a grown up. It's not applicable. It comes on the screen. Grown up. But they convince him to he's like, you saw the reindeer. We need someone to fly us to the North Pole to go find Santa's workshop, and he's like, yeah, no one believes me.
Aww.
Poor Bruno.
I like Bruno. I always like Bruno.
And Bruno looks exactly like the kind of actor that would play the romantic lead in a Hallmark Christmas movie. He's like...
I would really like Bruno.
A dopey, attractive man.
Is he going to save the Christmas tree farm and the hot cocoa stand?
Yeah, probably.
Yay.
Yeah. Anyway, so they have a big planning meeting. They have a whole diorama made out of Lego of Santa's village.
Love it.
And they go through the whole plan just like a heist movie. It's this perfect thing.
Oh my god, it's amazing. Okay.
And they all want to they want to go to Santa's workshop to break into Santa's vault to get the presents that Santa didn't give them, because that's where he keeps them.
How do they know that? Unclear.
Because Lewis told them.
He's the smart one, so we just assume he knows?
Yeah. He found them on radar or something. It doesn't matter.
Okey-dokey.
Doesn't matter.
Suspension of disbelief.
Their presents that they asked for are kept in... They made them, but they don't get them because they're on the naughty list, so they're in the vault.
Okay. But only them. There's definitely not other naughty
No,
people.
there's...
Okay.
There's thousands upon millions.
Oh, okay. It's like they're going in the vault and there's like 9 presents sitting there.
No, there's a lot. Stop skipping ahead.
Okay. I'm
so they go through the whole plan. They all have jobs. You got like the animal whisperer girl is gotta tame the reindeer.
I knew it.
So the getaway driver can drive the sleigh, and the gymnast has to leap over this chasm, which seems like way more dangerous than anything else, to get to the vault.
Yeah, but she's the bully, so we don't care.
To pull a lever. And Lewis has to turn off the security cameras, and I don't know. Again, I don't know what Dolce and Gabbana has to do.
Be the best friend of the brains of the operation.
Yeah, she's a tag along. Whatever.
Because Naughty 8 didn't have alliteration.
Yeah, that's true. It didn't.
So we need a Naughty 9.
So they all have jobs. That's perfect. They have this perfect plan.
Okay.
The sister knows they're onto something, tries to get the parents to come down there, and sure enough, Andy is on the case, and he turns it into recycling club. fools the parents.
Of course.
Yeah. Except one problem. The day before they're going to go on Bruno's plane to go fly to the North Pole, the gymnast is like, oh, well, the phone that I didn't get from Santa, my parents gave me anyway, so I'm not going to be part of your plan.
That sounds about right.
And flips him off and heads
a jerk.
Heads the heck out of there.
She's just going to stay on the naughty list forever.
Basically, yes. She's not a nice person.
Good.
Everyone else has redeeming qualities.
That's what it sounded like when we were talking about them. I was like, they might do naughty things. That doesn't mean they're naughty people.
Yeah.
She seems like a straight up jerk.
Everyone else has super redeeming qualities. She was just a jerk, and so she's out. So they don't have a gymnast.
Oh no.
So Andy's like, oh my god, we don't have a gymnast. I guess we have to go with our backup. Other gymnast I know is my sister.
Yeah.
And he's like, trying to convince his sister to come along with his plan. And she's like, no, I'm good. I don't need to steal anything. And he's like, well, Bethany, the other gymnast, said you couldn't do it. That's why I didn't ask you in the first place. She said you were too scared.
Oh, jerk, brother.
And like, wow, he's a slimy little con man, right? He like convinces her.
Yeah, Danny Ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just change him to name to Danny now.
He is basically Andy Ocean. Okay,
that is his name.
Yeah, like this is like Ocean's 11 Junior.
I love it.
That's actually should be the
Ocean's 11 Junior.
Ocean's 11 Junior.
Okay, all right.
New title. Okay. And she's like, well, if she said that, then I'm in.
Of course she does.
And so they all hop on the plane. And
where do the parents think they're going?
Oh no, actually, that is what Dolce & Gabbana's skill is. She is really good at imitating parents.
Oh, that is a useful skill in something like this.
She calls all the parents and gives them an alibi by pretending to be each parent. She has like a good parent voice, which is like very stern, and it actually works out very well. Sorry, I forgot that part. It just came back.
She does have a role.
Yeah, she does have a role. That's her whole role. Okay. They're all fine. They're all at different sleepovers. Is basically the gist of it.
Of course, that's
except for the animal handler, because she doesn't have any friends because she's weird and only likes animals. So they say that she's staying with a sick puppy that hurt its paw or something. Aww. And she's like, "What? Is the puppy okay?" And they're like, "No, it's just a story." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, that'll work because even I believed it."
I think I like her.
Yeah, no, she's the best.
Why is she on the naughty list?
Because she keeps releasing animals that she shouldn't release. You can't have wild animals running around.
No. Like, you said about the horses, and I'm like, they're in the middle of a city. That's not good for the horse.
It's dangerous. That's why.
I mean, I don't care about the people, but it's not good for the horses.
And so they all hop on the plane, and they're, like, doing the last-minute spiel and preparations. And John Anthony's, like, sewing things, and Andy Ocean is like, hey, we need these costumes right away. Like, we're gonna be at the North Pole soon. And he's like, well, you just gotta let me finish. And he's like getting real agitated, and he's like, come on, you're John Anthony, this should be super easy, like whatever.
Okay.
And he's like just really super agitated. Then it comes out that John Anthony has never made an original design in his life. He's only copied things.
Oh,
that's why he's on the naughty list.
Okay.
He's a dirty liar, but he's trying his best with these elf costumes.
Oh, he's trying.
And he makes these elf costumes, and so they get flagged down by an airport. Apparently, there's an airport near the North Pole.
Oh, of course.
Whatever. And they all hide.
So the movie can happen.
Yeah, so the movie can happen, and they all hide in the cargo ship. And Bruno gives the airport people some sob story, and they are like, "Okay, well, we found this broken radar thing on your plane, and we could probably fix that in about 2 hours."
Okay.
And so they all synchronize watches for 2 hours.
Love it.
Yeah, synchronized watches.
Synchronized watches for 2 hours.
Very important part of a heist movie.
Of course,
you need some synchronized watches.
Agreed.
And start trekking off through the little North Pole forest, which the area surrounding Santa's village, workshop, everything. It's always like little pine trees.
Yeah.
It's always. Anyway, so they're trekking through that.
Little pine trees.
Little pine trees, like mini ones.
And swirly
Christmas
gumdrops, and the narwhal that goes bye-bye.
They didn't meet the narwhal. They just the little pine trees. They didn't have the talking snowman. They didn't have the talking snowman like Rudolph.
But he's a part of the holiday lexicon.
Yeah, it should be there.
The overall holiday consciousness. That's what he says in the Muppets.
Didn't see that.
No.
They come across Santa's village, and there's lights twinkling, and it's lovely.
Aww.
And there's a little wall, and the cute kid goes up to the door and knocks on it. It's like Jabba's palace, whatever.
Right.
And the only elf on duty, because it's the day after Christmas.
Right. Everyone's playing with their toys.
Well, we'll get to where all the elves are. Come like, oh my goodness, whatever, and like, oh my goodness, it's a human child. What do I do? I have to call this in, and he's like starts crying. He's like, I was looking for my mommy. and the elf is like, oh my goodness, you look cold. Do you want some like candy and cookies. He's like, and hot cocoa. He's like, well, this is the North Pole. We have that on tap.
Good line.
Yeah. And takes him in, and so then the doors open and they can all sneak in. He does he's nice. Like distraction job. Very good.
Good job. Good distraction.
And then Lewis goes off and like goes to turn off all the security cameras because Santa has a bunch of security cameras,
as one does.
Yeah. And everyone else, and they're in their elf costumes, and they're like, where is everybody? It's like empty. There's no one around. And John Anthony's like, I sold these costumes for nothing. Ugh. And then they come up, and then they hear some music, and there's like this big building, and there's a bunch of lights on, and they hear music, and there's a big door, and they're like, well, if we sneak through here, where the music's coming from, I don't know.
Doesn't seem like a wise life choice.
Big suspension of disbelief. Everyone's gone, but they hear noise coming from inside there. We're gonna sneak through there.
That seems like a bad place to sneak. Okay.
Really bad idea.
But
and it turns out terrible idea because they go in there and there's a giant elf party.
Cool.
And the music stops, record scratch, and everyone looking at him. And they're like, who are you? I don't recognize you. And they're stammering. And then Andy's like, well, I'm the elf fan club from Ohio.
No.
He's like, no.
Second Eurotrip reference?
Yes, it was actually.
Nice.
No, he's like, we're
my baby.
like we got stuck at the mall on mall duty, and our sleigh was broken, and like he gives them a whole sob story, and like I haven't had a good nog in months. And they're like, oh, my bad. Come on in. We got some nog over here.
A good nog.
But so the whole thing is that like all the elves are having a big shindig the day after Christmas because they got a party.
Of course.
And
except for the poor guy who drew short straw and is on guard duty.
Yes.
He's probably the newbie.
That wasn't clear. Female elf that was on guard duty.
She drew the short straw. Probably the newbie.
Mm-hmm. And they're having a big party, and everyone's and they're like, oh, those clothes are cool. Where'd you get them? And John Anthony's like, well, I made them. And so then he gets all excited. He's like off mingling with the crowd and all these things. And Dolce and Gabbana's like going off, and some Latin elves start singing a Latin Spanish Christmas carol, and she joins in. Kind of rude actually, because they were like all dressed up and up on a balcony. I'm like, where do you get off? Like just butting in.
Yeah, that's true. They were probably rehearsing that for a long time.
Probably, and she just like butts in the middle of them and like starts singing. Anyway,
rude
whole thing. And they're all off doing things, and Andy's like, "No, we got to go. We're supposed to cut through here to go to Stang's workshop and get to the vault and all these things." And finally gets them all gathered back up, and they go to Santa's workshop, and there's this big chasm, just like in the plans,
right, with the Lego.
And
sister's time to try.
And the sister's like, "That's really big. Like, what if I can't do this?" It's like, I can't do it. She doesn't believe in herself. It's like her whole thing. She's like, humph, like I don't believe.
Bethany was right all along.
Yeah, Bethany was right all along.
No, she wasn't.
And she sits there and she's all pouty and like, well, the brother's like, well, it's okay. We'll find a different way. And like,
how about trying to talk her?
Everyone else is like, what are you talking about? This is the only way. You said this was the only way. And he sits down and he talks to her and he's like, you just don't believe in yourself, and you're actually a better gymnast than Bethany ever has been. You just like doubt yourself all the time, and you're like the best person I know.
Aww.
And like, I didn't even want to take you along on this because like this is for the naughty people, and like you're the best person I know. This is the whole thing. And she's like, you're right, I am the best person you know. And she takes off her elf costume, and she's got like this Christmassy leotard gymnast costume underneath, and she does some like crazy gymnast stuff on icicles.
What is her name?
Andy's sister.
Okay. She's on icicles.
I have no idea.
Andy's sister.
It's probably on my list.
Okay.
Laurel.
Laurel, which is a Christmas reference name. Okay,
yeah.
Great. Of course.
Yanni.
Exactly. Nice reference. No, I got it.
That's good. And she does a big like parallel bars, and she's like on these icicles, and they're like woo, and she does like a perfect dismount and lands across the thing and like pulls the lever, and the bridge comes up, and they can all go, and they're like, cool, we're at the vault. Wait, how do we get into the vault? And it's like this big dome thing with like some glowing lights around it.
We never thought about that to this point.
No, well, they didn't know what the vault was, right?
Oh,
They just had radar information.
Okay.
They just thought it would be easy to get into the vault.
That was dumb. That's why
it was dumb.
Called a vault.
So there's little pictograms on all these little light up circles.
Convenient.
And there's like, why are all these birds? Like, what's with the birds? And I'm like,
oh my god.
I'm like, it's the 12th day of Christmas, you dummies, you dummies, you absolute idiots. And Dolce and Gabbana's like, and a partridge in a pear tree. And then the first light lights up, and it starts swiveling. She's like, it's 12 days of Christmas, you have to sing the song. And then it resets, and they're like, uh-oh, we can't mess up or stop the 12 days of Christmas. And they have to sing the whole 12 days of Christmas.
You can't do 12 and then go down. You have to do first.
No. Partridge in a pear tree.
Lights up.
Lights up. Two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
Lights up.
Anyway, so they have a whole montage of them singing different parts of 12 Days of Christmas. And they're like, by the end, they're like sitting on the ground, I hate this song so much.
I love this song.
Really, really funny.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you have Lewis like trying to hold off the security thing, and Elf finds his like walkie-talkie, and is like gonna go alert Santa.
Right, of course.
And you have the animal handler and the getaway driver in the reindeer stables.
Okay.
Getting the sleigh ready.
They're gonna steal the sleigh?
They're gonna steal the sleigh and the reindeer. And they meet Dasher, and the getaway driver jumps in there and is like trying to be all brash and stuff, and Dasher's like totally gonna gore her to death.
Right, as one does.
Well, you can't take a giant animal like that for granted.
Of course.
Like,
that's why the animal handler's
animal handler comes in and saves the day, and is like, oh, you just gotta know what you're doing, and she's like, no, I wasn't scared, and then Dasher's like, rrr! And she's like, okay. Anyway, they get them all hooked up, and they get the sleigh going.
All the reindeer like the animal handler.
Yeah, and they finish the 12 Days of Christmas, and the vault opens up, and they get in there, and they all find their different Christmas presents that were addressed to them that they didn't get.
Oh, so they were wrapped and they were addressed. They just didn't.
They were addressed. They weren't wrapped, so you could see them.
But they were addressed. So basically, what we're saying is they had till like go time to be not naughty.
Well, it gets to that point. You can choose to be naughty or nice every single day of your life.
This sounds really cute. I'm not gonna lie.
And so they start stuffing all their presents of the Naughty Nine. Like they pick them. There's thousands.
But they're not taking other people's presents.
No.
Okay.
And they're stuffing them in the sack. And Laurel, Andy's sister, takes Bethany's phone.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Because she had already gotten the present that she wanted, right? So she wasn't there to steal her present.
Right.
But she's like, I want Bethany's phone. And so then they got this big sack.
I feel like that's a thing.
And the elf finds this walkie-talkie and sets off the alarm. So they're starting to get chased by like the elf police.
I love it.
And the sled's coming through, and they hop in with the big sack. They got all their presents. They pick up Lewis. Lewis is like trying to catch up to them, and he hops in a giant Christmas ornament, like a Zorb.
Okay.
And he's running down the hill.
Okay.
And the sleigh comes to a dead end, and they're cornered by all the elf police. And Lewis runs into a statue of Santa, which apparently was made out of very, very fragile snow. Because he runs into it, and it immediately crumbles. Like, he barely touches it. Immediately crumbles.
Okay.
And definitely causes an avalanche and kills the elves. I'm pretty sure they're dead.
What?
Well, they are there, and then they're not there, and they're covered in snow. I'm pretty sure they died.
That got dark.
Yeah. we'll say that they have magical elf powers and they left. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay.
They definitely got crushed to death by snow.
Can they just like materialize elsewhere?
Yeah, let's go with that one. Anyway, they escape.
Back to their party.
Everybody's on the sleigh. Everything like the heist is going well.
The distraction kid is back on the sleigh.
He wakes up because he hears the alarm because he fell asleep
because he was having a nap because of all the hot chocolate.
Stuff full of hot chocolate and cookies.
Oh, sweet. He had the best deal of this whole thing.
He did. He had a great time. They pick him up on the way out and they're charging down. Except we also see that Bruno is being told to leave because they had fixed his thing early. It was and they're like, "You got to get the F out of here, buddy."
Okay.
And he tries to stall, but they get very adamant. They're getting pushy. And so they're racing towards the plane with their sack full of stuff and the sleigh, and the plane's going down the runway, and the sleigh's chasing it, and they're like, "Well, we're going to jump in the cargo doors."
Okay. And are the cargo doors open?
Yeah, Bruno opens the cargo doors because they have the walkie-talkie.
Okay. He's on the walkie-talkie. Got it.
He's part of the whole crew.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. And the kids are starting to jump into the cargo doors, and the getaway driver is driving the sleigh real fast, and then Andy's like, "No, it's my plan. I'm going to be the last one on. You have to jump." And so she jumps, and then like, "Okay, come on, throw the toys and jump on." And he's like, "No," and stops the sleigh because as they're escaping, his sister tries to take a picture, selfie with the phone. He's like, "Yeah, I took Bethany's phone," and she was like, "Andy, you're right. Being naughty is really fun, and it doesn't matter if you don't get caught." And so like in the selfie, like everyone's happy except him, and he realizes that being naughty is not the way to be, and he's gonna take the rap for everyone. And he stops the sleigh and gets captured. And he gets carted off to Santa's workshop, and everybody else is on the plane, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, Andy's not here," and they like make Bruno turn around.
Okay.
Because like they're not leaving Andy, no man left behind.
I bet the people at the airport love this.
They're probably gonna shoot him down. I don't know. Anyway, not important.
I feel like it's important.
No, we don't see them again.
Okay.
And he gets carted off to Santa. And there's Santa sitting there. And you know what? Santa looks like he's too old for this stuff.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's played by Danny Glover. So
he's not, really?
He's too old for this stuff.
Is he really?
He looks like he's just like, "I'm too old for this stuff."
I'm so done with this whole thing.
Anyway, and so...
Hey, that's a Christmas movie.
It actually is. Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie. It takes place
during Christmas.
I haven't watched that. It's not as much of a Christmas movie as Die Hard is.
No.
But it is.
Yeah.
It does take place at Christmas.
Yeah. So does Iron Man 2? 3?
3.
Yeah, because it's going to be the Christmas present. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, Danny Glover.
Awesome.
Santa Claus.
Awesome.
And
I haven't seen him in anything forever.
Yeah, he's like little bit parts here and there. Anyway, he just like really looks tired. He's like, "Dude, you're on the naughty list, and you're a jerk." And Andy's like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right. Like I've been really naughty, and I realized that's like I shouldn't have taken these presents. I brought them all back, and don't blame my friends. Like I convinced them all to do this. Just like I can be on the naughty list for the rest of my life." And he's like, he snaps his fingers, and there's like the naughty list is up on the on the wall, and it's just Andy and Laurel is on the naughty list. And he's like, "What? No, my sister's like good, and she doesn't do anything." And he's like, "Wait, she still has the phone."
Oh.
And then just meanwhile, they all barge in. And he's like, "Oh my goodness, no. My sister is like the best person I know." And he's like, "Here's the thing, you guys. You can choose to be naughty or nice every single day of your life, and you got a whole year to like think about what you've done, and you should all be better people or something." And And then so they all fly away, and they don't.
I'm assuming they left the phone and all the presents.
They don't. Yeah, she gives back the phone and is like, yeah, like I've learned my lesson, and
it was a momentary oops.
Yeah, momentary oops, and etc. etc. And they let them go home to their family. Mm-hmm. Everyone goes home, and the parents are all, well, like everyone had a story, so it was fine, except Dolce and Gabbana goes home, and she's like, I like my 4 brothers and sisters, like they're all twins, they all have someone, and like no one's giving a notice I'm gone. Like
they're all twin. Okay, so
she has 2 sets of twin siblings, and because her 2 dads never notice her. Again,
okay.
Like minor mention, and so they're like in front of their houses because they're across the street, and she's like, yeah, they won't even notice I'm gone, and her 2 dads burst out of the door and it's like, Dolce, you're home, where were you? And she's like, I guess they did notice I was gone. And so then Laurel and Andy go back into their house, and they're like, their parents are waiting at the kitchen table. They're like, where the F were you? We talked to, because Laurel's story was that she was with Bethany, and Bethany's real mom told us you were not there.
Oh, okay.
And so she tries to come up with a story, and Andy's like, well, no, the truth is we went to Santa's workshop and like tried to steal our toys back and blah 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 blah.
They don't believe him.
But Laurel was like really good and stuff, and then they give each other a big hug, and the parents were like, and the mom's like no, and the dad's like, who cares? They're getting along. and
I mean, that sounds.
And that's
right.
it. And then it flashes. It's like 1 year later.
Right.
And it's the last day. It's the last day before school lets out again.
Okay.
And Andy's getting called into the principal's office again, and he's like, "Principal, you don't understand. I've been so good all year. Like I've been really good, and like I don't want to get called into the principal's office." And the chair turns around, and it's Danny Glover in a fancy tweed suit, and he's like, "You've been summoned to the Naughty Nine initiative." Basically, like he's like, Christmas is in trouble, and I need the Naughty Nine.
What?
And then credits roll.
No, he does not.
Yeah, no, he's totally Nick Fury. He Nick Fury's the heck out of that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it rolls, and like I'm pretty sure there's going to be a sequel. And it was actually a fantastic heist movie.
Awesome. It was way better than you were expecting.
Yeah, no.
Is this the best blind date with Disney I've made you watch?
The best blind date with Disney, for sure.
Oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. I'm kind of sad I missed it. Well, you know, when the sequel comes out next year.
Danny Glover as Santa Claus was like, it was really funny.
It made your day.
Because he's sitting there, it's like the day after Christmas, he's got like bags under his eyes, and he just looked not in the mood to deal with this at all. And I was like,
kids.
I was like, he's too old for this stuff.
That sounds amazing, by the way.
And it made me so happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that casting put the cherry on top of this like actually half decent Disney Channel movie. I
love that.
Yeah.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah, and like the kid actors were actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know, it was
the right thing.
It was like a solid B+.
Oh, that's pretty darn good.
Which is very high for a Disney original movie.
Well, the other thing I was thinking is Disney original movies, by nature, are fairly cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
That works well for Christmas specials. So if they do it well, it succeeds all around the board. Yeah.
Anyway, I actually enjoyed it, and if you're looking for like mindless like Hallmark Christmas movie same level, except like it doesn't involve a career-driven woman falling in love.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, it's Home Alone level maybe.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
It's like it's solid.
I got you a winner.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay, B+. I was gonna ask you your rating on this one. Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more thing.
Okay.
You're gonna invent a drink.
Oh.
The Naughty Nine. No. Okay, you get to choose. I'm giving you 2 options, but I'm gonna title them both. You can either make The Naughty Nine or I'm Too Old for This stuff.
So the Naughty Nine has to have 9 ingredients.
Okay.
That's tough.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want to think about it? We can put it on Instagram, or you're good? Because we can pause. I can just edit it all out.
No. It needs 9 ingredients. So you need a half ounce of vodka, a half ounce of gin.
Vodka, gin. Okay. This is so okay. It's gonna be naughty.
It's gonna be naughty. You need some bitters.
Oh, okay.
Some kind of bitters.
Because right, bitter. You're bitter. Yeah, okay.
How about a little bit of Sprite?
You cut it. Okay.
And a little bit of cranberry juice.
Oh, festive.
Yeah. Candy cane.
Oh, it's kind of sticking in it?
Kind of sticking in it. Some sprinkles.
Oh, wait, a rim?
No, sprinkles inside.
On top? Okay.
Yeah, a rim is a good idea. We're gonna have just crunched up sugar rim.
Okay, sugar rim. Mm-hmm.
And one more. You get the honors for one more.
You already have a candy cane sticking out of it. Cranberry. You know what? How about a sprig of rosemary?
Okay, a sprig of rosemary.
Would that not be super festive tasting?
Yes.
Right, I was thinking with the cranberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or or mint.
Mint might be better.
Yeah, just some sort of garnish.
Rosemary can be a little Christmas tree-ish, whereas that might mess with the candy cane. Let's go mint, because then that complements the candy cane. Okay, mint.
Fresh mint.
Yeah,
on the
a
top.
sprig. Exactly.
Okay. Very naughty.
I like it.
Okay, so instead of... Because I went half ounce, it should be an ounce each, the alcohol. Well, I thought I was going to go more alcohol.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair. All right, I'm okay with that. That sounds very festive. I like it. You like doing that one better than I'm too old for this stuff?
Well, that would just be straight whiskey, so... There you go, you got 2. You got 2.
2 for the price of one.
Just it's a 16-year-old single malt. I'm too old for this.
Love it. This is fun. I'm kind of disappointed I missed this one. I was choosing between this, like I said, and Jingle All the Way Part 2.
You can watch it when you're on holidays.
I might.
Or something.
I have time off. You go back to work long before I do.
Yeah.
So I might just continue my holiday spirit and watch some movies.
Yeah, no, I give it a thumbs up.
Awesome.
I would watch it again. It's not an every year thing.
No. But you wouldn't be disappointed.
I would
watch
watch it again.
I've watched Noelle a couple times.
Yeah, I would see it's about at the same level as Noelle.
Well, that was
for me.
great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Anything to add about this one, other than thumbs up? Solid.
Thumbs up. Good,
awesome.
Solid family Christmas film.
I love that. That's really awesome. Well, that is our show this week, and one more time, happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
And you can choose every day to be there's room for everyone on the nice list. Was Buddy the Elf.
You can choose every single day when you wake up. Am I gonna be naughty or am I gonna be nice?
I love it.
Maybe just try to be nice once in a while. I don't know.
Lady in Disneyland.
Exactly.
Yeah. Takes the same energy, or actually probably less.
Much less, actually.
Yes. Be nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, El Mule, who we're going to see soon. And he's also responsible for the custom theme song you heard at the top of the show. You can find a link to his work at our website at disneya.wixsite.com/podcast. And that's also where you can find a link to our social media accounts as well as our email. You can find Disney A episodes on all of your favorite podcast streaming platforms and your not favorite ones as well. And on our YouTube channel, Adventures A. If you've rated or reviewed our podcast, thanks. And if you haven't, please do. That would be an awesome New Year's resolution to like and comment on Disney A. That's an easy New Year's resolution for you.
Yeah.
Review our podcast.
Just review it. Just be like, hey, that's a cool podcast.
Yeah, good. There you go.
Or that podcast was B+.
B+. Or if you are from Better Know a Listener, message us.
Gunzenhausen.
Next episode, we're oh man, I can't believe it's here. The holidays are here. Next episode, it's going to be our last one of 2023.
we're going to look back at the year that was.
We are. The year that was, and we're going to look mostly back, but a little bit ahead of the year to come.
Yeah,
a little bit in 2024.
Our favorite parts of the year that passed and like what we're looking forward to in the future. It'll be a kind of
It's a very New Year's-y type thing.
Silly thing.
We did something similar last year,
actually. Yeah. Might crack some bubbly. Or...
I love it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We can make that happen. So I'm Krysta.
I'm Brandon.
And until the next adventure, TTFN, ta-ta for now. Thanks for listening to Disney,
You can choose every single day when you wake up. Am I gonna be naughty or am I gonna be nice?
I love it.
Maybe just try to be nice once in a while. I don't know.